What's up everyone? Welcome to my mod spotlight for the Bombardier Beetle by Snappin. The Bombardier Beetle is a mid-game creature able to passively generate some extremely useful and valuable resources, provide some quick, albeit short-lived escapes, and tops it all off with a ranged chemical weapon cherry on top, making this one of the most useful violations of the Geneva Conventions I've ever seen. In this spotlight, we'll go over how to tame it, showcase all of its attacks and abilities, and go over everything you need to know about the Bombardier Beetle. You'll be able to encounter 3 variants of Bombardier Beetle across the ARKs, each sporting their own look and unique abilities. The base Bombardier variant can be found lurking in the redwoods and jungle regions. The Blaze Beetle variant can be found spawning in desert regions like those found on Scorched Earth. And finally, the Blister Beetle can be found roaming the green zone on Aberration or similar Aberration areas. Once you find the beetle that you want to tame, walk up to it with your weapon drawn and press E to begin showing it off. Once you have its attention, you'll just need to fire the weapon off to build taming progress. It's important to note that each beetle variant has a preferred weapon that it likes to see. The Bombardier Beetle loves explosive weapons, so you'll want to use the rocket launcher for best results. The Blaze Beetle is going to favor fire weapon. A flame arrow crossbow is going to be the best weapon I found to tame it. And then finally, the Blister Beetle prefers torpor-inducing weapons, so grab a rifle with shocking trank darts to tame it. But at this point, it really is just a point of repeatedly showing your weapon off to the beetle until eventually it tames. To start, each beetle, regardless of type, can be equipped with the Bombardier Beetle saddle that doubles as a mortar and pestle. Each beetle variant also passively produces a special resource that can be substituted for commonly crafted items, and they get major rate reductions for both the item they create and the one that it replaces. The Bombardier Beetle produces Pyrodex powder, which is a substitute for gunpowder. The Blaze Beetle generates exothermic fluids, which act as propellant, and the Blister Beetle makes acidic enzyme, which you can use instead of gas balls. Now for controls, the Bombardier Beetle has 2 stances, and we'll start with the idle stance. Left click is going to perform a bite attack. This is useful for harvesting berries from bushes and also gather stats from trees. Pressing spacebar makes the beetle jump, and if you press it again while airborne, it'll hover in place. You can move, but it should really just be used for escape as it does drain the stamina decently quick. Right click switches the beetle into its second stance, firing stance. In firing stance, left click is going to spray a unique chemical attack depending on which beetle variant you're riding. The Bombardier Beetle fires a damaging glob that blinds and slows its target. The Blaze Beetle is going to shoot a stream of flame, applying an inflame debuff that will drain a small percent of the creature's HP over time for 6 seconds. And the Blister Beetle emits a corrosive mist that applies a corrosion debuff which inflicts damage over time and also increases incoming damage to the target by 25% for 15 seconds. Pressing right click will return you back to idle stance. And then pressing C in either stance will trigger a short-range AoE blast using your beetle's signature chemical. And finally, as a little bonus, you're able to set your beetle to turret mode through the radio menu. This will let it automatically use its ranged attack when enemies approach, making it a great and cheap method of base defense. And I think that's going to wrap up just about everything you need to know about the Bombardier Beetle. But be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and I'll see you all next time.